everybody, and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf, and welcome back to a brand new video. So if you've not already, guys, please make sure you check out the rest of my content on my YouTube channel. Loads of content, whether it's on the course, chipping, pitching and putting, all the way to driver. So don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up also. So today's video is all about my two death moves with irons. And these moves really, I think, is the reason why people struggle to get that big word consistency of strike with their irons, and also then consistency in trajectory, accuracy, curvature and where the ball's starting. So ultimately, why people struggle with their irons out on the golf course. So let's start with that first key move, and for me this is all to do with the backswing. It's one death move on the way back which can actually lead to this other death move on the way through. Not necessarily, but could do in some circumstances. So people that take a nice address and a nice setup, for me this sway on the way back and this collapsed left leg is our first death move. So if I show you this now, sort of this move here, so bit of a sway, body stopped moving, arms are lifted and this left knee has collapsed. So it may look a little bit like this for some people as well. So you can see here it's not very athletic and it's not very consistent, and it's, for me, this is why this second move will lead. So we said our first death move looks a little bit like this, which is going to struggle with consistency of strike, consistency of getting that ball and turf impact. Then on the way through, I very often see a shift on the way through, this left leg buckled at impact, and then this kind of move on the way through. So it's all very much talking about this lower half. So swaying on the way back with the left leg buckling is death move number one, and death move number two is, as a result, this shift into impact and this left leg being buckled at impact also. So if that's someone that you can see, well, actually I'm one of those moves. You could be the buckled left leg on the way through, or you could be the sway and lift with the arms on the way back. This video will really help you improve your consistency of strike, accuracy and curvature out on the golf course. Let's talk about how we're going to address and some really simple drills of how we're going to get rid of these two death moves. So let's address this first death move, and we said the first death move was this sway on the way back, collapsing the left leg and causing our arms to kind of lift up during the backswing. So we'll highlight that one more time. Looks a little bit kind of like this, very unstable with the lower half, definitely swayed off the ball. My swing centre is now behind the golf ball, causing that kind of inconsistencies of strike on the way down. So we're going to talk about these two death moves isolated for the time being, and talk about one solution for the backswing and one solution for the follow through. But then if you're a person that does both of these moves, you can combine these drills together to hopefully see that nice crisp action on the golf ball. So again, I want you to take your address position here, and I want you to do this taking some half swings. So we're not going to feel like we're going to hit a full shot here. So we've highlighted before, if you're someone that sways, this left knee would come across, arms would lift, and we'd break this line. So if we had a line to our right hand side, we'd actually break that line, and this is highlighted that alignment stick. So this could be an alignment stick, or you could have a club on the ground as a visual to help you do this. So what I want you to feel, and this is purely a feeling, that the pressure in your feet is going to be slightly on the right side, but your back pocket, so your right back pocket, is going to move behind you. And this is purely a feeling. So if we said before our right pocket would hit the line and not really sit into that right hip, it's going to feel now that we're going to sit behind, and we're going to feel the pressure's in the right leg, but we've sat into that right pocket, almost like we're going to rotate around ourselves. Now this will feel a little bit excessive for you people that do sway, but it's very much a very good feeling in order to get you out of that, because you can see the difference here. Death move, whereas the feeling, I want to move the pressure onto the right foot and sit into that right pocket and feel that my right pocket's going to go this way behind me. Let me show you that now. So you can see here, I've actually got the pressure just on my right side, I've turned during the backswing, and I've really got into a very, very good position in order to help me get a consistent position at the top of the backswing and that crisp strike. So if we were going to do those half shots, we want to feel that we're going to swing back halfway. I've got a nice turn into that right pocket, and then we could clip a few away. And we could do that for 3 or 4 shots and build that all the way up to a full swing. So build it in stages, 2 or 3 half ones, then into 2 or 3 full shots. Let me show you that one more time. Halfway back, I've got the pressure on my right side, I've sat into my right hip, and I feel like my pocket is moving behind me. I've not broken that line. Let's address point number 2 now of how we're going to get rid of the second death move. Let's now address that second death move. So we said our first solution to the first death move was to feel like our right pocket turns back on ourselves, almost like we're pivoting around, as a kind of an extreme feeling. Now, we highlighted before the second death move was this buckling of the left leg, sliding into impact, really causing that missed strike and missed club face alignment at impact. And really just that word consistency is hard to get with that move. So what are we going to do now, and this is why I said before, we can think of these moves in isolation but bring them together at the end as a really good all-round drill. So what I want you to do is, we've said before, if we took a nice backswing now, if our right pocket moves behind us, we don't want to see this bump of the hips toward the target and this left leg being still bent and these hips not really opening up. What I want you to feel is that, imagine my knee here, I want you to feel like your knee moves out towards the target. So I'm going to do a half swing, knee moves out towards the target, and then I want you to feel like you continue to move and continue to open your hips. And this is why it's great. Now I want you to feel this through your left back pocket. So I want you to feel like you make a half swing, knee moves out, and feel like your left back pocket moves behind you. So it's going to look a little bit like this at impact. Now again, this is going to feel very excessive for you guys that do sway on the way through and almost feel like you're going to rotate back on yourself, but it's a very good feeling in order to feel like you're moving better and not swaying on the way through. So let me show you that. So halfway back, left knee moves out, right pocket moves behind me. You can see here now I'm a lot more open up into impact. I've not broke that line and buckled left leg into impact. I've definitely got a far more hip rotation, and even guess what, you can have a better chance of getting these hands ahead of the ball and stop seeing those missed strikes. So if we now talked about these two drills together, what we'd feel like on the way back for the half swing is right pocket moves behind me, right pocket moves behind me, pressure moves into the right, knee moves out, left pocket moves behind me. So you can see here now, my action is a lot more rotary. It's not a slide and then a bump forward with the hips, it's a lot more of a rotary move. So if I'm going to clip one away here with that half shot, this is where I'm going to bring that whole drill together. So I'm going to go halfway, back. And you can see there, that left leg straightens as my hips open. So it's not a feeling of straightening that left leg. My feeling is I want to move that knee out, and as I continue to open up with those hips and move my left pocket behind me, my leg will straighten and not buckle into impact. So let's do that again. Let's hit this shot now. So that's a really nice feeling and a really nice bruising action on the ground. And for me, the better you do this and the better you gain this feeling, the more chance of you getting that bruising action, ball and turf impact, better trajectory, better curvature, and ultimately that massive word we're all searching for, consistency. Simple feelings, feel the right pocket moves behind you whilst the pressure moves into your right foot on the way back, and do this with a half swing. Then on the way down, knee over the big toe, feel like my left pocket moves behind me to help me gain that really solid left leg at impact, not buckled into impact. So really simple, build it up in short swings, build it up into long swings, test it with different clubs, and you'll really see your improvements in your golf game. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elliott Golf. Don't forget guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Plenty of content coming soon. Thank you very much.